Okay, so as Jake already said, this is where the worst movies of the decade really reared their ugly heads. We thought the first couple of years were bad,
Yeah.
but
These ones suck.
the next couple of years really pushed the boundary for what bad can be.
Yep.
And that being said, we're moving on to the worst films of 2015,
Yeah.
halfway through the decade. What is your worst film of 2015?
So basically, my pick for the worst film of 2015 was highly anticipated when the trailer first came out. It got a good opening weekend,
Yeah.
and according to most YouTube movie reviewers, it is quite possibly the worst movie of the year, maybe worst movie of the decade,
Yep.
and for damn good reasons too. 50 Shades of Grey.
You wouldn't understand.
Enlighten me then. Why are you trying to change me?
I'm not. It's you that's changing me.
My haunted lawns, ghost in the sheet.
I don't know if I can be with him the way he needs me to.
I know if I'm haunting you, you must be haunting me.
Say I did stay. What would happen?
I know if I'm haunting you, you must be haunting me.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if anybody expected this to be good, but I don't think people expected it to be
Nope.
this bad.
So, the plot involves a girl named Anastasia Steele, who is a college student who wants to get a head start on life by meeting this billionaire, Christian Grey.
Yep.
And trust me when I say she gets a lot more than a head start, if you know what I mean.
Oh, we're gonna get demonetized.
Yeah.
No, we don't make money off this anyway. Yeah, that was good.
Where do I begin with this film? So, I just want to start off by saying, like, we're millennial men, so
Yeah.
this movie really just would not be for us.
It's true. Yeah.
So, I kind of thought this would be either just not a great film or, like, an okay film.
Yeah.
But then I saw the reviews and even the box office drops, and I'm like, man, people must have hated this film.
Yeah, I remember seeing it too, and it came out around Valentine's Day of 2015.
Oh, you actually saw it?
No.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
see. I have not seen the movie. I as a challenge, you challenged me to buy and watch all 3 50 Shades movies.
Yep.
I am going to do that, but I haven't seen them yet.
Yep.
I need to find the time. No, I did not see this movie. I only saw the trailers, and I've seen bits and pieces. But what I've seen is just like,
I know.
ugh.
I mean, I actually watched this with my mother.
I feel so
I
bad
don't know
for you.
why.
Oh my god.
Like, we recorded it just to see what it was like.
Oh my god.
Like,
I could have told you.
20 minutes in, we knew it was a bad movie, but continued and finished it anyway.
Yep. I mean, honestly, yeah.
This film had so many promises that it broke. It was said to be sexy when it was just cringy. I expected a romance when I got a bad chemistry experiment. The writing is bad.
Yep.
Dakota Johnson was okay, I guess. She was probably the only redeeming part.
She's a good actress in general, but
Yeah.
this movie.
But I mean, the person who plays Christian Grey, I can't remember his name, but
Jamie Dornan.
Jamie Dornan, yeah, he wasn't really that attractive, honestly.
He's a good actor, but again, I don't think he was right for the role, and I don't know why he was even like open to playing this role.
I know.
Because in the later movies, they said that the reason why they don't have good chemistry is because they didn't want to do this in general.
Yep, basically.
So.
And this film was just nothing but a cringe fest.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's the 2 worst things about this film, it is A, the sex scenes, and B, that god awful writing.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
sure.
literally, when Christian Grey tells Dakota Johnson about, so, do you want to see my toys? Oh, you mean like your Xbox and stuff? Like,
What?
No girl would ever think of that.
No, yeah, nobody would ever say that.
Nobody would.
Especially in the way that she says this. It's like,
Yeah.
you trying to turn me on? No. No, no, no.
I mean, I can only imagine if Coyote Peterson saw this movie, the pain he would be going through.
Grab the pain.
Immediately searing! Oh my gosh, this is so much worse than a bullet ant sting!
And the author of the trilogy, the book trilogy, has come out and said that she wrote this Twilight fan fiction, basically, on her BlackBerry in a cafe. So I feel like that's all you need to know about how bad this movie trilogy and this first movie ended up being.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, yeah. I can't wait to hate watch it. I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
And considering this movie the title starts with a letter F.
Mm-hmm.
If I were a teacher, like a film teacher,
Yeah.
I would give this movie a big fat F.
You big fat F.
Just like the teacher in A Christmas Story. If I have to grade one more F.
Good reference. I like
Yeah.
that. So similar to your film, mine does start with an F, and I would also give this probably an F, but maybe an F for other reasons than what you gave yours for. This was the fourth, or I think third or fourth attempt to bring these characters from the comic book to life. People were excited, but then news started coming out about the studio interference and how the director was actually bad-mouthing his own movie. He came out on social media and said, "You'll never see my vision of this movie, unfortunately." And that is Fantastic Four, or as I like to call it, because they advertise it this way, Fant Four Stick.
But with every new discovery, there is risk. There is sacrifice. And there are consequences.
Be ready for what's coming.
What is coming?
The answers.
This movie is a tragedy because it could have been so good. The cast is trying. The director, like I said, he disowned his own movie. When that title card comes up in the movie, not even halfway through, or maybe halfway through, 1 year later, that's where the movie just goes completely downhill. In the beginning, the setup, it wasn't great, but it also wasn't horrible. And then that title card comes up and you're just like, oh God. Oh my God. What? No. And you just had that reaction for the rest of the movie. Yep. It's the most lackluster, underwhelming, disappointing superhero movie. Right up there with Green Lantern. Probably on the same par, maybe even a little higher, because there was so much potential, and this movie just wasted all of it. The effects are terrible. There's nothing memorable about it, and it just feels slapdash together because the studio had to get the movie out for that August release date. Thankfully, I didn't see this in theaters. I saw it on streaming later on, but oh God, if I had wasted my money on this, I would have been something. I would have been really mad.
Yeah, I saw bits and pieces of this movie on HBO. It didn't look like a lot happened, like not much happened in this movie.
No.
And the effects are just awful.
They are awful. There were so many choices in this movie that made no sense, and I was just like, how did this even get past, like, the test audience?
It honestly makes the 2005 Fantastic Four look Oscar-worthy.
Yeah, it does. That film is at least, like, coherent, and even Rise of the Silver Surfer, I would say, is a better film.
I mean, even I would give the 2005 one, like, a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
At best.
Yeah, not a good movie, but compared to this, it's like, it's a glowing endorsement.
Yep.
You watch this movie, and then you watch the 2005, it's like, oh, we're back to actual quality.
Yeah.
So, I think that's all I have to say about Fant Four Stick, and I think that's all you have to say about your your film.
Yep.
I'm not even gonna say the title again because I just know. Yeah, that was. That feels a little therapeutic, getting to talk about those movies and just getting our anger out.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of bad movies that come out this year, but
The year 2015.
Yep.
But these ones probably took the cake, or at least were in the top 10, if not top.
can I list 2 honorable mentions
You
or
can.
dishonorable ones for the worst of 2015?
Yeah, hit me.
Vacation
Awful. So bad.
and
So-
Unfriended.
Yeah, not great either. I would say Unfriended's the better movie than Vacation, but Unfriended's not very good either. It's just nothing.
Lame.
Yeah, it's just quite lame. You should see Unfriended Dark Web though. I did think that was quite better.
Alrighty, cool.
So, anyways, that being said, we're gonna move on to our worst films of 2016.